Welcome back to Kankakee Podcast, where we talk about the people and the places of Kankakee County. I'm Drew Razor, and today we are at Glue Man Vintage, joined by James Leroy.
Hey.
What is up, my dog?
What's up?
So if you guys don't know, James was formerly one of my coworkers.
Yep.
Now he is the owner of Glue Man Vintage.
Yep.
And we are currently here, and I gotta say, the vibes are immaculate, dude. Like,
Thank
this
you.
is such the colors, the setup, and also, like, the fits you guys got here. Like, I'm looking at this pair of pants that you guys can't see. The plaid ones, or not plaid, but, like...
Oh, the ones that are
pink.
super 80s?
So cool.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes are immaculate. So, how long have you guys been open for?
We've been open for, I think, 3 months now. About
Nice.
3 months.
How's that been so far?
Good. You know, I honestly have no complaints.
That's good.
Steady... Business has been steady, going steady.
That's good. Awesome. So why did you guys like why Glue Man Vintage? Like why this kind of store?
So I was working at Pathfinder with you.
Shout out.
And all I want to do with my life is just play music and have other people play music and just like help other people out. So this was kind of my way to do that, like to have a space to have music or whatever.
Yeah.
Because here in Kankakee, it's not really like sustainable to just do music.
Right.
So I had already been working for a friend at his vintage shop, and I was like, oh, I think I could try giving this a shot. And honestly, like, kind of was just jumping into unknown waters, but I'm glad I did because it's working out.
Yeah, and you guys have gotten a lot of traction. You guys run the Daily Journal pretty quickly after opening and that kind of stuff. Did that help boost any traction?
Definitely. Yeah. I made sure when we opened to reach out to some people to try to get us out there more.
Right. Right.
So
that's awesome. So along with this being a vintage store, you guys also have shows here as well.
Yep.
Can you like take me into that a little bit?
So we try to do them on weekends, but sometimes there's like touring bands coming through on weekdays. So basically I'm in like the hardcore and punk scene here in Illinois, and so far people have come to hear about Kankakee and be like, oh, that's a cool place to play. And so bands that are on tour will hit me up and be like, hey, can we play your shop on an off day or whatever? And I just set it up. And yeah, we have hardcore and punk shows here. And we've been trying to like build a community of people that come to all these shows. And honestly, there is like a small community of people that come to every single show, and they're friends outside of the shows. Some people some people I've never seen before in my life, and they just show up and I'm like, oh, you're the coolest person ever. And so now we're like best friends and like, stuff like that.
Yeah. How do you guys set up for shows? Do you guys like move all the racks out of here and open it up, or do you still have the racks in the spots?
Yeah. So it depends. Like on weekday shows, I move the racks so it's like splits the room in half, because on weekday shows there aren't always as many people.
Right.
So it kind of makes it feel more like there's more people for the bands. But like on weekdays, we push them off to the walls, and then we move the ping pong table and set up the bands there.
Yeah. So why vintage? Why, like, what drew you? So I obviously worked for the company for your buddy before in vintage stuff. Why, like, what draws you to vintage clothing?
Well, I've always really enjoyed thrifting. Just like going to thrift stores and finding stuff I think is cool. And it's kind of, I realized I was like, oh, I can do this for a living. Like, I already enjoy thrifting. I can do this for a living.
Yeah, and make money at the same time.
I know. So my favorite joke is when people ask me what I do is I just say I'm a professional thrifter.
That's sick. That's awesome.
So like that, and also just like the love for vintage garments and just like vintage stuff in general. I really really appreciate.
Sick. So where do you go to get that kind of stuff? I've seen your stories. Like you go to the bins and that kind of stuff. Do you stay like, are you solely a bin guy, or do you go to other shops as well to get stuff?
So definitely the Goodwill bins or the Goodwill outlet for people that don't know.
Amazing.
That's where I do a lot of it, because it's like, it's not always the best, but it's always there.
Right.
And it's only about an hour away. There's like one in Romeoville and one in Gary.
Oh, that's not bad. I've been to the Gary one a couple times.
I found myself going to Gary for a while, but Romeoville is like where all my friends are.
Yeah.
So, because vintage is like, it's really weird. It's like vintage is like a community. Like people that resellers like are, a lot of them are like all friends. It's like something that I never would have imagined if I wasn't in it. So I always go to Romeoville because I like have friends there. But also like on days I can't go to Romeoville, I'll just hit up thrift stores in town. Also going into like Northwest Indiana, there's a lot of good thrift stores there. And also Southern and like Central Illinois, there's a lot of good thrift stores out there. So I do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of part of it.
Yeah. Does that travel ever conflict with the shop hours itself?
Yes. That's why me and Jesse are doing it together. So it's like, so for instance, like this week, I was like, we're open on Sunday. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bins on Sunday if you want to watch the shop. And then I'll watch the shop on Monday and you can go to the bins.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we always do that so that we can have like a restock for Wednesday because we're closed on Tuesday.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, speaking of Jesse, congratulations. You got married recently.
Thank you.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you.
How's that been?
Great. It's awesome.
Heck
I love my wife.
Heck yeah. That's the most important thing. Jimmy loves. Oh, I shouldn't say Jimmy. Fun fact: there's a joke that James's name is Lil Jimmy.
People call me Jimmy.
Do they actually?
People in vintage know me as Lil Jimmy.
That's golden. I only know you as Lil Jimmy because like I'll be talking to my fiance and I'll be like, today she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I have a podcast with Jim Jam," and she was like, "Who?" And I was like, "James." Like you're not cool enough to be in the loop, I guess.
Yeah, there's
sick.
already a lot of Jameses in vintage. So like when I was working at Prison City Vintage, shout out in Joliet, there was already a James there. That's where Lil Jimmy originated from.
Oh,
so it originated in vintage, and it's just kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
So you said that you and Jesse will switch off at times. How has that been running a shop like with your wife? Do you guys have employees as well that come in and work, or is it just you two?
So far we've had one paid employee, but she doesn't come. We don't have her in like consistently.
Yeah.
It's only like we only honestly have her in when it's like there's like a scheduling error,
right?
And neither of us can absolutely be there,
right?
But other than that, like, I have a friend that helps me with like social media stuff because I can't do all that myself. Nice. Family helps out sometimes, but like we try to keep it close to home, like just me and Jesse, because it's like we want. This is gonna sound crazy, but like we want to be in control of everything. Yeah,
this is your baby, dude. Like this is your shop. You guys started. That makes total sense,
right? And yeah, so it's just it is like it's kind of our baby, and so we have the one employee that only comes around every once in a while.
That's fair. Do you guys do any like marketing around town at all, or is it all kind of just like through word of mouth?
So we do like the Instagram, Facebook, all that. Those ads. And then also a big part of what we do is we go and we do like markets, like vintage markets. So a big one here in Illinois is Illinois Vintage Fest.
I was gonna ask about that. Yeah.
Yep. So we go to all of those. Recently we were at the first Iowa Vintage Fest in Davenport. We've been up to Milwaukee Vintage Fest and all the way down to Missouri Vintage Fest in St. Louis. So that's how we get the word out a lot.
Yeah.
And also like on all of our tags, there's like a little QR code.
Yeah, that's cool.
Takes them to our social media and stuff.
That's cool.
But that's about it. This weekend we're gonna be at Merchant Street, so I'm hoping to get some people familiar with us through that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first year Pathfinder's not doing Merchant Street, and I kind of like I'm getting FOMO. Was it tiring and did I sweat 24/7? Yes.
Was it the worst?
Well, was it the worst thing in the world? Yes. But now that I'm not going, it's like I kind of want to go.
Yeah.
I might buy a ticket and just go jam out because some of the music on I like the Hill stage a lot. I'm not the biggest which I know it's called the Merchant Street stage, not the main stage, but the main stage is not my jive as much. But the smaller stages, you get some of the smaller bands.
Yeah.
And speaking of smaller bands, which I would not say you have a small music following. I feel like a lot of people know you for music even more, maybe now more Glue Man, but before like the Kankakee Arts collab.
Sure thing.
Do you guys collaborate? Which, I mean, obviously you kind of, are you the owner of the Arts collab? What's your title in that?
So I am the co-founder.
Got you. Okay.
But like technically and more as of lately, I really only do like the shows.
Gotcha. Okay. And so the Arts collab shows are here too as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep.
When you guys go to these festivals, so I'm guessing it's kind of like an open layout, like in like racks, that kind of stuff. Do you guys how do you guys keep track of everything? Like people got to be trying to snatch stuff off the racks.
So yeah, we have had a couple pieces stolen. Luckily nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had anything over like $25 stolen.
Okay, that's good.
But there are people that have, and it is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So how we like to do it is we lay it out so it's like just like this, I guess, and like not a half square, but like
no, I get you.
A square without one side,
right? A rectangle.
Well, a rectangle still has 4 sides.
That's true. All right, whatever.
Regardless, so it's like that. So that people can go in and then like go all the way around, and we can watch as they go. Like we stand outside of our booth.
Got ya. Okay.
So like even like in the summer, like in the outdoor events, like when we like always bring chairs with like canopies because it's like it gets so hot.
I couldn't imagine.
Like we try to keep watch. But it hasn't been too big of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been an issue in store, which is great.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't bring a lot of our higher end items.
Oh, to the festivals. To
the festivals, like
I gotcha.
Most of the stuff on that pink wall, I wouldn't bring because it's like valued over $100.
Gotcha.
So like stuff like that, I wouldn't. But
yeah, how do you price stuff like that? Like, do you research it or do you just know based off of brands or the looks?
So it really depends. I try to be as fair as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be as fair as I can. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll go on eBay, like I'll do the image search on eBay, and then I'll look at like most recently sold and I'll see how much it was sold for.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to match that or go, if it's really high, I'll try to go lower.
Gotcha.
So like recently I got a piece that, like 2 years ago, it was selling for like $700.
Whoa.
And when I pulled it, I was like, whoa, like, this is crazy.
Right.
I cannot believe I just found this. But like I looked on eBay and like they've been selling for like $50 to $75.
Oh, yeah, because like, and this is on topic but not, but like I'm a big like trading card guy, like Pokemon cards or Magic or like sports cards, that kind of thing. And they fluctuate. Like it's like there's some times where it's like, oh, this random card will go for $1,000, and then 3 weeks later it's like, oh crap, that was my chance because now here's 50 more on eBay.
Too many people pulled it.
Right, exactly. It's like, oh, there was a new pack that got released. All right, sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right. When you guys started this kind of shop, obviously you guys had to like redo the place because this was an old quilt shop before, right?
Yeah, well, it was actually empty. It was empty in here. All the walls were white. It was kind of like dirty.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it got clean.
Yeah, we cleaned. But I mean, it wasn't too crazy. We were building up stock and we bought the racks ahead of time. So it was like pretty much as soon as we got the lease, it's like, okay, we're moving everything in.
Nice.
Setting up like immediately.
Yeah. No, I like it. I can't get over the look of it. Like you would think having different colored walls would like, I guess in my brain, I'm like, that scares me because like my colors overstimulate me at times.
Yeah.
But like, this is just like a cozy feeling and I cannot imagine a show in here. Like that would be
cool.
Sick.
It's fun.
Yeah.
When we were first starting, when we were thinking about how we wanted the shop to look, I had one word in mind and it was eclectic. I didn't want it to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anything in the shop to make sense. I just wanted it to be a bunch of stuff that I thought was really cool.
Right. And dude, did it work? Because you're right. Like obviously the racks are in lines, but like it doesn't make sense, but that's why it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like eclectic, that's a great word for it. Yeah, like the random art or like just stuff like that. Like there's a chicken head over there.
Yep.
It's my staring at it, my favorite thing.
And it's like smoking a cigarette too.
That's so gnarly.
I know, it's cool.
That's sick. So your guys' logo, which maybe this is wrong. It gives off like you never seen the movie Cars before?
Yeah.
Like it gives off like a Cars kind of vibe, like Route 66. Not country by any means, but like that vintage old school. Like, how'd you guys come up with that logo?
It was Jessie. I'm pretty sure she was just like scrolling on Pinterest one day and she saw like this old hotel sign she really liked. Like this old, I'm pretty sure it was like 50s or 60s hotel sign.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like take this as inspiration into our logo." And yeah, that was all her. She did that.
That's sick. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Are those caricatures of people you know?
Those on the wall, those are caricatures of Ian Mackay, the one on the left is Ian Mackay, who is like in one of the first like straight edge punk hardcore bands, Minor Threat. And then the one on the right is Brendan Yates from the band Turnstile.
Gotcha.
If you've heard of that band.
Yep, I have.
So those were done by a local artist. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he's really cool. And yeah, they're sick.
Nice.
Really cool. Okay.
What's the biggest like band that you've had come in so far?
In terms of big bands that we've had in the shop, I think we've only done like 6 or 7 shows in the shop thus far.
Okay.
And we haven't had any like necessarily really big bands, but one of my favorites that have come play has been they're called sorry. One of my favorites that have came and played, their name is Auto Ignition. They're like a pop punk. They're like a pop punk band with all hardcore guys.
Oh, sick. Okay.
They're from Buffalo, New York. Okay. They're really cool. In August, we're doing like a 2-day hardcore fest here. Okay. Like an all-day thing. And we have Prevention from Springfield coming, and they're not big. They're not like a big band, right? But they're big for Illinois,
right? No, yeah. I get you. Yeah. I like one of my favorite bands in the area is Cat's Pajamas.
Yeah, cool.
I love Cat's Pajamas. I've learned that because we talked about how Kankakee may not be like the music hotspot around here, but like there are so many cool artists that I think aren't recognized around here.
There are a lot of talented people, and also a lot of talented people that aren't playing out, like aren't playing music like in front of people. Right. There's a lot of that. Right. My friend Tim, he's in a band called Lagoons that he does all himself, and it's like surf rock. Oh, okay. And it is like some of like the most like beautiful. It's like the most beautiful music I've ever heard. Right. But he doesn't play any shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some people who like to keep that to themselves, but which I respect that, like that's their art. That's what they do. Yeah. But man, I learned that with like last week I was at ONU doing that summer camp thing, and there were some kids who came in and they're like, we want to make heavy metal, and they're talented. Yeah. It's not like, oh, hey, like, because some people be like, oh yeah, like I play heavy rock guitar, and they come in, it's like a G chord, a D chord, and you're like, rock on, brother. Yeah. But like these kids, like one of the kids was 16 and he was doing riffs that I could not imagine even coming close to ever playing. Yeah. Like it's so much talent at such a young age. It's cool to see people who have committed that time to the craft. Yeah. But and even when they don't do shows, like the fact that they still work so hard at it, it's really cool. Inspiring.
No, I feel that.
So the shop's been open for about 3 months. Any like cool stories so far that have happened?
Cool stories.
I know that it's a very broad topic of like, tell me something cool.
Not so much like a cool thing, but kind of like a funny achievement is me and my buddy Nolan. We do like all the videos and stuff. And we came up with like this idea for a video. It was like POV, you're working at like a vintage event, like a vintage market event, and it's like, hey, you like pull something out of the rack and it's like, hey bro, you have 20 on this, will you do 5? Like stuff like that. Yeah. And I posted it and it like completely blew up.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's at like last I checked it was at like 90,000 views.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, like it was such a joke video though. Like it was so brain rot. Yeah. and it like blew up, and like now like when I go to the bins, people are like, yo, you're the guy from the video.
That's crazy. That guy from TikTok.
Yeah,
that's
and I was
insane.
just like, dude, I'm just selling clothes.
That's crazy. Man, I'm just here, man.
I'm just here.
I'm just vintage Jimmy. What about it? Well, this is a little random. Would you mind giving us like a mini tour of the shop?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back here about 6 feet from where we just were. Gonna do a quick little tour, quick little stationary walk through the shop. So James, show us what you got, man.
So up here on this wall is all of like the higher end items. Most of them have a cool story. Let me see. I'll get into that after. I'll get into that after I get into everything else. So yeah, these are all my higher value items. And then right here we have our kids' clothes rack. It's like we don't really sell that much of it, but me and Jesse, like when we find a really cool kids piece, it's like really hard to say no to.
Right, that's fair, yeah.
So it's like, okay, we just get them, and then like every once in a while someone will come through and like find something for their kid they think is cool, and we'll throw them a deal. We're always willing to make deals on this rack.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is a fridge that we got from Subway. My friend Luke, that is a avid vintage enjoyer, works there, and he was like, hey, we have this old fridge in the basement that we don't want. Do you guys want it?
That's cool.
And we were like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's even got a Sammy on it.
Yeah. And it lights up. I don't know if it's plugged in, but it lights up.
That's cool.
And then more back here, we have like some more like true vintage kitchenware, like fabric with just like cool vintage patterns. I have a old NBA tape, VHS tape.
Cool. So it's not just clothes. You guys have other stuff too that is also vintage.
Yeah, if I find cool stuff, like I'll pick it up.
That's fair.
You know,
sick.
If I find stuff that's old, it's like it would make sense to have it in the store.
Right.
Like I won't say no. I won't pass up on it.
Cool.
So yeah, up here are the higher end shirts. Do you want me to take them down?
Yeah, sure. How about which one's your favorite?
So my favorite piece that I have in store, I just picked up this past Sunday. I found it at the Goodwill outlet, and it's this old, I'm pretty sure it's 90s single stitch Fred Babb shirt. Okay. So it's like an artist, and it says "Art can't hurt you" on it.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I like the art on that a lot. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not like at one point it was a really high value item. It dropped a little bit in value, but to me, it's always a win to find something that is more unique, and this one is more unique. This isn't just another Looney Tunes shirt.
Right. And I think that's what's cool about vintage is that like the more unique it is, like the cooler it is. You know, like having a piece that you're not going to find at Kohl's or Walmart, that kind of thing. Something that's like, wow, like where'd you get that shirt? It's like at a vintage store. Like I can't tell you where else to get it. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, people always talk about how much they love like the bigger name brand vintage stuff like Carhartt, like vintage Nike, stuff like that. But my favorite stuff is like the smaller brands that were only around for a little bit that not many know about. Like I pulled a pair of pants at the bins the other day. I don't even remember what brand it was. It was like a brand I'd never heard of, but they were like so interesting. It was like old workwear. It looked like it was from the 70s, but it was like, oh, I've never seen pants like this before.
Oh, that's
really cool.
That's super cool.
That's my favorite vintage stuff.
Yeah.
That and Looney Tunes. Those are my favorite.
Looney Tunes does have a good look to it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I won't pass up on a Taz shirt. I just won't.
Right. Amen, dog.
I just won't.
That's sick. Here we are a little bit behind the scenes of Glue Man Vintage. So this right here is my favorite piece. Like it's so cool, whether it's a cigarette coming out of it or just like the unique and abstractness of it.
Yep.
Where'd you get that? So my friend Adam, he did 3 pieces for us around the shop, this being one of them. I think he has more at home. But when we first opened, he was the first person that I hit up about art.
because I've always liked his pieces like for years, and I was like, hey, you should either donate some stuff to the shop or make some stuff for the shop. Even like we can sell it too. So I know he might have a price on this, but he doesn't have a little tag for it yet.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
I don't know yet. But
I'm interested.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's super cool.
They're really cool.
Yeah, and then down here you have a lot of Magic cards.
Yep.
Why Magic?
Because I like Magic the Gathering.
Fair. That's sick.
So the whole story behind that is I am slightly addicted to buying Magic the Gathering cards.
Fair enough.
And I have a lot of duplicates. So the duplicates I just put in here for other fellow Magic the Gathering enjoyers.
Nice.
They're all like $1.
Oh, sick. So, that's cool. I was gonna ask, do you guys have any like rare cards in here, or are they just more just cards, period?
No, there's nothing like super rare, but I mean, there's definitely like if you play the game, there's some in there that are like pretty cool.
That's cool.
Nothing that's like super rare.
Sick. Yeah. Awesome. All right, so I think this might be one of the coolest things you have in the shop, which I'm a Dr. Pepper guy, so that's kind of part of it. But like this old vintage vending machine, like where do you find something like this?
Facebook Marketplace.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like the gold place for like anything.
Yep. So we found this on Facebook Marketplace. We picked it up like an hour and a half away. I'm pretty sure it's late 70s, early 80s.
You got Baja Blast in there.
Yeah, we do. We took a poll online to see what people wanted.
Oh, cool.
And
wow.
Yeah, so the first service that is marked on here is from 85.
Wow.
And the last time it was serviced was 1990, and somehow it still works. Like all this works, like everything works, and we haven't had to replace anything yet.
That's crazy.
It's really cool.
You picked it up and it was working?
Yeah, we picked it up. It's like the heaviest thing ever.
I'm sure.
We picked it up and brought it home and kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Obviously, like on the inside, like
right, the
over here there's dust. Right. But yeah, and then this is like where the can's going and everything. There's like motors behind here and stuff.
That's cool. How did you guys get this like in here? Like, obviously it was heavy, but did you guys get a truck or something? Yeah,
we borrowed a friend's truck.
Nice.
Yeah, he has like this monster.
That's sick.
We borrowed. And then we have like a big load-in door in the back.
Oh, okay.
We fit it through there, and yeah, it was kind of the worst. I told Jesse, I was like, when we brought it in, I was like, you pick out where it goes, and it's not moving.
Right.
It's staying there.
It's never going anywhere else.
With it being so old, that's something annoying. It's like really loud.
Yeah, right.
So like one time we were recording music in here, and it was like we had to completely like turn it off because it was just like it was bleeding into the mic so bad.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure. Speaking of that, I'll shut this door.
That's cool.
Little mute. Very sick.
So yeah,
and I think one of the funniest parts is how long it takes us to like open it. Like
the thread is so long.
For like 30 seconds, just twist, 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 twist.
Yeah. You can beat that out. Yeah. I pinched my finger. Ooh. Yeah. So everything in here is $1. It likes to jam sometimes. So if you're ever in the store and it jams on you, come find me or Jesse. Yeah. This is our old Dr. Pepper machine.
Heck yeah. All right, let's go to one more spot in the shop.
Sounds good.
All right, so this might be my second favorite thing in the shop. You guys have a ping pong table in shop. Why?
I love ping pong.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so like when we were first opening, I was actually being like kind of annoying about it. I was like, we have to have a ping pong table. Like it's just a non-negotiable. When like part of the idea with the shop is like not only have a vintage shop and do shows, but have like a third space where people that like to have a third space where people that don't feel like they can belong can come in here and have a place to belong.
Right.
So with that, it was like, okay, well, I want to have stuff for people to do. So we have the ping pong table. And we have like a Nintendo Wii set up.
Nice.
So it's like, I I want like bored high school students to be able to come in the summer when they don't have anything to do and they can play ping pong. I don't care. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So that was like the idea. So when we first opened, I was like, we have to get a ping pong table.
Yeah.
Like,
how important is that community aspect to you with Glue Man?
Community is everything. Because without community, we can't do any of this.
Absolutely.
Like, honestly, like, I mean, there are so many people that I've met that are so important to me now just because they just walked into the shop or, you know, just like little things like that. Or just because I met them at a show, like they said, hey, your set was cool. And those are the people that make it so we're able to do this.
That's awesome.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for like give us a little tour of the shop. I know maybe a little bit different what we've done before, but I really appreciate it. So take 5, 30, 20 minutes, I don't care, plug yourselves. Talk about what you like, you know, your socials, if any events coming up, that kind of thing.
Yep. So our Instagram is just Glueman Vintage, same as Facebook, Glueman Vintage. We have shows here like punk rock, hardcore. We even have some like emo shows coming up. So all those will be on our Instagram. We're always out there doing vintage events. So I'm pretty sure the next one is Illinois Vintage Fest. I don't remember the date, but that'll also be on our Instagram. So yeah, all those things. Yeah, keep up with our social media.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for letting me come in here and just take over the shop. I really appreciate it.
No big deal.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yep.